For now, GTR. We'll see what happens later on. Like,
yeah.
I think we tied at like 68% or 69%.
But you
before
last round.
Last round, yeah. So it's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. But yeah, Trap versus Reality. It is going to be on Orbital Shipyard.
Yeah, we've seen so many games on Orbital Shipyard, and Adept plays very popular on this map from Protosses, especially getting that quick Warp Prism with the resonating glaives for the attack speed on those Adepts. And not only that, also DT drops.
Yeah, DT is very popular on this map. You see it almost all the time. Pretty strong for Protoss, I'd say. Very easy to defend third base. Decently easy to defend fourth base. You're talking about the DTs very strong in the matchup. Keeping the Terran on 2 bases for a while you take your third. I think Zest was using that build like a ton towards the beginning of round 1. So honestly,
talking about the GSL quarterfinal between Zest and Tejas coming up, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that same build over and over, that DT drop. Because I remember,
like, you know it's coming, but you can't stop it. Can't stop it, man.
I mean, Zest is best for a reason.
Yeah.
It's good to have you guys back here. We were on a break the previous week because we were taking a hiatus to figure out the matchups, figure out the timetable, figure out the maps. But it's good to be back here, Pro League, with you, Valdez.
Take that 1-week break in between the rounds, and we're right back here. Guys, make sure to watch Pro League. Tell your friends to get in the stream to watch today and tomorrow. We also have the Starleague Finals this weekend on Saturday.
They'll be at Sejong Great Hall, opposite the Children's Park here in Seoul, South Korea. And remember, Starcraft events here in Korea, entry's free. So you can just rock up, take a seat, enjoy some good Starcraft, and have some fun.
Yeah, so if you're in Korea, definitely watch that. If you're not in Korea, definitely watch that online, of course. But we are going to jump into this matchup shortly. Trap versus Reality. Another PvT here tonight.
And unlike that previous game where those Pentagons were massive, these Pentagons are a bit smaller. so
GTR always making fun of the players for their small Pentagons. Why do you do this, GTR?
It's all about the Pentagons, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you see here, Trap actually with a nice record against Reality, 9-4. In his favor so far in StarCraft 2, and as we mentioned before, all the Koreans going for Reality, all of us going for Trap.
It's that marquee matchup that we always get. Koreans versus foreigners, the first of round number 2. So let's see who's going to win that. Who's going to win this game? Is it going to be a Trap or is it going to be Reality? Let's find out. Up here in the top right, in the green for the Jin Air Green Wings, the Protoss player, it is Trap.
And here, spawning at the bottom left as the blue Terran for Samsung Galaxy, it is Reality. I smell chicken or something like that.
Yeah, I smell something.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not your Subway sandwich?
No, I'm pretty sure my Subway does not smell like chicken or sausages. I got Italian BMT, all vegetables, and
you got a BMT with all vegetables?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
What about the B, the bacon, right?
No, BMT is... No, that's BLT you're thinking about.
What is BMT?
The Italian BMT.
Well, what is that? Obviously, I'm missing something.
Actually, I'm trying to think, what does the BMT stand for?
Bacon?
No, it's not bacon. What does the M stand for then?
Meat.
And what T's with tomato?
Yeah.
But you ask for tomato with a salad.
The salad?
No, yeah. When you
I am so confused, GT. I don't even know what's going on.
Okay. During the break, I'm going to Google the
salad
ingredients.
On your sandwich?
No.
Are you talking about the lettuce?
I'm talking about vegetables. No, but okay, I'll Google the ingredients for a BMT during the break, and we'll figure it out as we see. We'll get back into the game.
Yeah, we got our probe coming in and harassing. Backdoor base going to be taken here for Trap. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Very standard.
Yep, and Reality's just banking those minerals to get that command center up at the back of his base, and it doesn't actually look like Trap wants to deny with any sort of pylon blocks, so...
Yeah. Also a...
gas kill.
Ooh, nice. That's really interesting. This is a Marine that's coming out first, too. Generally, we'll see that Reaper coming out, especially on a map like this where the cliff is just so wide. There's so many places to jump up. and get that scouting information, but I guess he might want to go for a quick drop here. He is getting that reactor first.
Yeah, I think he just decided to go for that reactor because if that gas didn't get stolen, he could just easily take that refinery and transition to factory much quicker. So he's just happy to get that reactor with that 50 gas that he had from that refinery instead of going for that repo.
Yep. So is eventually going to be able to get that gas up here. Very nice gas steal actually from Trap. You know, just getting in there, doing a bit of harass damage.
I would like to see more gas steals in this matchup because it just throws off the tech so much of the Terran player. I mean, we do see it in the Protoss versus Protoss matchup a lot, but in the PvT matchup, we saw it a lot in Brutal actually, but not in Legacy of Void so far. So it's good to see Trap doing something a bit different.
Yeah. Look at this, Trap is moving across the map, actually. He's got a Mothership Core and the Adept walking over it. Pylons are going down.
We're going to see some offensive pylon overcharges here from Trap, but I think Reality just has enough Marines to deal with this.
Yeah, look at this. He's got 5 Marines already. I'm not sure if that's going to work. He at least has to wait for his Adept and Mothership Core to get over there.
Yeah, I don't think Trap expected him to get so many Marines out from that rapid barracks, so these pylons are going to go down, and that's around, what, 50 minerals wasted there from Trap as he has to cancel those pylons.
Yeah, look at this, and now the Marines are coming down here trying to snipe that Mothership Core. It's going to be able to get up and over
well,
the
it gets
cliff.
a probe though, so that means no more pylons are able to be put down here at the bottom of the ramp from Trap.
Mothership Core is now threatening. It looks like he's got to cancel that pylon.
Oh, he should have canceled it. I think that was definitely going to die there. As actually we see here the medevac being built from the starport. He also does have that Widow Mine placed there by those buildings, so should see some harassment from that medevac Widow Mine Marine.
Oh, Mothership Core just barely gets out of there.
Well, that would be huge if we lost that, especially without the pylon overcharge with this drop coming in to the main base of Trap. Those pylon overcharges might be enough to save him.
And with this pressure, he does get his own third base back at home. It looks like Reality, feeling the pressure, is going to make his command center in the main while he does go for this drop. I think the Adept was able to get in and get some scouting information, but he didn't commit to the shade. Unless he raised the depot at the last second. We didn't actually get a full camera shot of that when that was happening. So I'm not sure if he knows about the Widow Mines that are coming, but he is going to have this observer ready for the drop.
Yeah, can you check how much energy is on that Mothership Core for me? Because I want to see if he can actually get a...
He's got 111.
Okay, so he's able to pylon overcharge that pylon there at the expansion, but actually no, he's going to save it. And there's actually no pylon here at the expansion of... not the expansion, the main base of Trap, so... okay, the pylon just does get built, so... But we see a dual-pronged attack here with these Marines.
I'm not sure if this is going to be able to kill much. This is only 7 Marines, 8 Marines coming down now. We have the overcharge now in the main. Look at this, the Widow Mine is coming down.
That's a really nice angle there from the Widow Mine, but the Observer that is in the way, so... Oh, but these Marines just doing so much damage here.
And there's no pylon down here in the front.
They killed the pylon there, so there's no overcharges available, and Trap has no units to deal with this.
There's getting some stalkers out here, but even with one medevac, he's doing a nice little number here. He's got to focus that down. Now we have the overcharge coming down on the pylon, on the top of the ramp. That will be enough to push back Reality, and this is a failed attack.
Yeah, but Reality does have that orbital command going up on his third command center, and I don't think Reality is thinking about going for an attack anytime soon. He's done the damage that he thought that he could accomplish with that small group of Marines and medevacs, so I think he's just happy to add more barracks here and just play catch-up.
Yeah, that will be totally fine. He does have to quickly get down to that third base, though, and plan that for himself. He wants to catch up to Trap. Trap saving that third Nexus with a nice defense. And the Observer over here sees everything that is going on. Sees
it's a Storm Observer.
Yeah.
As actually, you notice the building placement of the supply depots there at the back of the base of Reality. In case of a drop or anything like that, he can just lift those supply depots up and wall off those units that Trap decides to drop, which is a nice subtle move there from Reality.
Yeah, we've been seeing that more and more often from Terrans, especially against Protoss, because Adept drops on this map are also very common. Kind of surprised that we don't see a Warp Prism just yet from Trap. That's something we see very, very often.
And nice snipe there from Reality, taking out that Observer. It's going to force another observer to come down here to see what Reality is doing so far. As the first Liberator is out for him, and he's also trying to take that third base, and looks like we're going to get into this mid game quite comfortably.
Just upgrades coming along for both sides. It looks like Reality wants to put on some pressure with the all the upgrades for him coming along here.
And this Marine's just trying to chase this probe here. I was thinking of possibly taking that fourth base, but looks like Trap has to delay that fourth base for quite some time. As we see here, the army composition of Trap is pretty basic. It's one Immortal, a few Sentries, few Adepts, a few Stalkers. And looks like here Reality is trying to do some harassment this Liberator, but not nice to place Pylon as well, a cannon there. And the Warping as well, and then the Warp Prism! Warp Prism gets sniped off! That is such a fluff from Trap.
Yeah, flies in and just goes down, so kind of unfortunate there. Now the Liberator has been successfully defended in the back, and 3 Sentries will keep Trap safe for now. But Reality is ahead in army supply, and he is going to try to look for an angle here. With the Stim Combat Shields and +1 all finishing up, look at how much stuff he has.
I mean, oh, that losing that Warp Prism just loses so many options for Trap here. You got to use that to keep Reality back in his base, but losing that Warp Prism means that he is on the back foot right now.
Looks like he's attempting to attack from both sides.
Oh no, he's going for a drop here.
Yeah, he's going to try to drop into the main. This has been scouted, and there is some Mothership Core and a bunch of Stalkers, but he does get the drop in the main. This is so many units.
And in the meantime, he's going to go for the Torp Squad base here of Trap. Trap has to cancel that Nexus because there's so many bio units here for Reality, but it looks like, yep, he has to cancel that base.
Forces a cancel. We do have the overcharge coming down here. Trap has to successfully split his army up. It looks like he will just barely have enough to stop this attack, but he has lost that Nexus.
But there's that Liberator there at the mineral line, so it means that Trap cannot mine from that base. As
Reality not paying attention there. Losing a bunch of units.
Another drop here from Reality though. Let's see where he hits. As another Warp Prism does come out for Trap.
Finally, the Liberator will be cleaned up. It looks like Trap is going to attempt to get that fourth base once again. Reality has no thoughts of a fourth base just yet. He's just trying to put on the pressure that he has already started here.
Yeah, you notice how he added more barracks there at the third base. He definitely wants to kill him right here, right now. As the Widow Mines do drop, and he has actually going for a drop here at the main base. Doesn't actually go for the snipe there on the Forge.
Yeah, really nice dual proc to harass here. 8 probes have already gone down. Trap has got a drop going out there, but it's not dropped just yet. Here we go, Trap trying to defend in the main and at this location at the same time.
Oh, this army here from Trap is so puny. They're trying to defend this third base at the second ramp, and these Widow Mines are doing its job zoning out the forces of Trap. As Trap is actually going for a depth drop here.
Oh, this is actually really nice. He's getting his own share of some damage, and he's going to try to warp into the main as well. This should divert Reality's attention.
Oh, nice pickups there. No Marines there, only Marauders trying to hit those adepts, and oh, really sniped this Warp Prism. The Warp Prism just gets away.
Oh, the Marines are chasing it. Oh, he gets it. He actually gets
counterattack here.
At the same time, getting up the ramp. Really nice force fields, though. He's going to split up the army.
Oh, that Widow Mine's
Reality.
positioning is so good. It's like right there at the Nook.
Oh, really nice split, though, from Trap. This is so close. The Immortals in the back now doing a bunch of damage, and the Widow Mines have all gone off. It looks like he's just barely going to defend this.
Oh, it's a really sticky situation here from both players. None of them have a fourth base yet. We see here Reality is building his command center though, but Trap's fourth base has been denied so many times that he hasn't been able to get his fourth up and stabilize, because Reality's done a really nice job using those medivacks to drop around the map.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like Trap has somewhat stabilized for now. He does have Storm, in fact, complete. And he has made already 3 High Templar, so this is definitely going to help out in the next fight as long as he can group up with the rest of his army.
I think the main priority here for Trap is to try and secure that fourth base. And actually, Trap is looking to do us around here with the Adepts. There's no Ghost here to EMP these units, as we saw previously in that match on the GSL, but these Adepts just trying to do us around here. Reality has to move back here.
Yeah, he is on the retreat, and the High Templars aren't with this army, but it just does not matter for now. The Blink Stalkers, the Adepts, the Archon, all of those units are going to be enough. In Adepts, stopping any thoughts of mining at that base for now, too.
Here come the High Templar.
Yeah, the Slowpoke High Templar floating over the attack.
He's actually picking up here. Maybe he's trying to go for a counter drop, as the Liberators do come out here for Reality, so they will help against this army. Oh, the splash damage onto these units! So much splash damage. You got the storm, you got the splash damage from those Windmines. So much storm on these units. Reality's getting wrecked here.
That's going to be it, man. The storm on everything that Reality owned and loved. And he's going to totally wipe out the army and just walk up the ramp here. That should be the win now for Trap and for the Jin Air Green Wings.
As Reality scans that 12 o'clock base, sees that Nexus is being built, Reality is just collecting his thoughts right now, seeing what he could have done to get into this game as concussion shells are cancelled, but it doesn't matter at this point. All these barracks are getting killed.
Everything is going down. 2 Marauders are not going to save you now, Reality. The GG scans are coming in, trying to see exactly what was in the base of Trap, what allowed him to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, that Widow Mine splash damage onto those units, combined with that Psy Storm is GG.
There you go. Jin Air and Trap will take the victory tonight with a 3-1 in this first matchup of round 2.
Yep. As I mentioned before the game did end, it's quite unfortunate for Reality that those Widow Mines just did so much splash damage to his main army, and combine that with the Storm, the units just died so much quicker, and he lost.
Yeah.
Not really much to say about it, especially when we saw in the middle of the map when Trap was chasing the army of Samsung. We saw in the GSL how Taja got Ghost out early to EMP those Adepts that tried to surround the army of Trap, and I guess because he didn't have that 4th base up, he didn't really have the minerals to work with, because he is having a very Widow Mine based army rather than Liberators or Ghosts, so
yeah,
bit of a different way of seeing that game.
For sure, and there you have it, guys. Trap is the hero tonight, getting that victory. Only Deer was able to win his game tonight.
And guess what? Broadcast is 100%.
Yes, we do win the first battle of the casters. 1-0 now in round 2.
Yep, so congratulations to Jin Air, taking out Samsung here, 3-1. Honestly, the result that we predicted, the result that we got, and we'll see the results here for today.
We have to see some more of these victory and defeat poses. Solar looking pretty cute in his one with the puffed up cheeks.
As Rogue taking out Armani in a very dirty build order win. Deer taking out SOS on King Sejong Station with some nice Dark Temple play. Mario vs Solar. If there's a game from this series to watch, tell your friends to watch this game, Mario vs Solar. That was sick. Yeah,
that was a really, really nice game. And game 4 was really cool too. Tons of action.
Yeah.
You know, Reality just constantly trying to beat down Trap, but failing over and over. Some of his drops, though, got really close, just doing that critical damage and diverting Trap's attention. But Trap's splitting of his units was quite fantastic, too, to defend against all of those attacks.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we did not get to see the ace match here on Frost. But our next game will be CJ versus KT. And we've got a lot of good games in that matchup as well, as I'm pretty sure we'll get the graphic of that in a few seconds.
We'll be able to see that and hopefully also get to talk to our MVP.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the MVP. I mean, we've been away from Curly for so long.
I think that has to be Maru.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Maru. Maru did show something pretty crazy.
Yeah, he showed something crazy, and he also took